Hi, welcome to Zenagallery. My name is Zena, and I'm going to provide an energy reading for today. So let's see what we have. So the first message that I have is make sure you're taking action, all right? Taking action when it comes to new projects, a new schedule, new routines, starting something new. It could be a hobby, it could be work, it could be travel. Make sure when you're taking action you are I'm getting adjustments, so make sure when you take an action you are not taking no for an answer. So taking no for an answer like in a good way, basically like not doubting yourself. All right, confidence is your key to success, so make sure you're moving with that bold energy when it comes to any changes or anything that you want to make. All right, this is an energy reading, personal development, spiritual discernment. When it comes to meditation and prayer and spirituality, Most High and God, make sure that you are using that prayer and meditation and that discipline with your emotional health. All right, so make sure you're putting your emotions into Most High and God and your emotions into your prayer. All right, so heart to heart conversations with Most High and God. Right now is the time to give rather than take. All right, especially if you're in a opportunity where you can help others or help situations, make sure you're giving rather than taking. All right. um that could be setting boundaries. Make sure you're not giving too much, obviously, but when you are giving, make sure you're not expecting anything in return, especially if you have it to give. So I'm just getting a lot of helping others, being of service to others, especially if you're in a situation where you can help others. Make sure you're not in that mindset or mentality, well, everybody else is taking, so I'm just going to join on the boat and take from others too, all right? So that's what I'm getting. Let's see what else. Again, this is an energy reading, personal development, spiritual discernment. Make sure you are going with the flow of making decisions to make adjustments, all right? Adjustments are always required. Unfortunately, adjustments are required even more at this time, all right? You got a lot of energy up and down, so I'm getting a lot of upgrades, downloads, revelations, and stuff like that. So just make sure you're making the adjustments with any requirements, all right? So not, let's see, yeah, making the adjustments that are required, all right? Any ends of a tough cycle will approach, all right? So just make sure, based on adjustments that may need to be required, just remind yourself that an end of a tough cycle will approach, right? So make sure you're holding your vision, right? Holding your vision, sticking to your vision, your discernment, your development, your change, your growth. Let's see, make sure you're taking time to breathe out, right? So just make sure you're taking your time and not overworking yourself or forcing things to happen, all right? So having patience. When it comes to the energy, right, it will gain momentum. This is especially if the energy is moving slow. Let's see. Or if there's any tough cycles possibly that you may be experiencing at this time, just know that the energy is gaining momentum. That could be good and that can be bad. So just make sure you're using your spiritual discernment and your personal development and those heart-to-heart conversations and emotional health that needs to go to Most High and God, to your spirit team, your beloved ancestors, your guardian angels, your spiritual protection, all right? Make sure you're balancing that spirituality and your practicality and your human experience and your Holy Spirit and your prayer and your meditation and your behaviors and your mindset and your actions, all right? Let's see what else. Yeah, make sure you're looking at the bigger picture, right? looking at the bigger picture from now until possibly December, right? So I'm getting to the new year. Make sure you're looking at the bigger picture for the remainder of this year. I mean, you always want to look at the bigger picture, but what I'm getting now, as far as any energy that's gaining momentum, good or bad, just make sure you're looking at the bigger picture and make sure you're looking at your most high self, all right? How would you serve, or how would you make decision based on what's best for self? Make sure you're being bold and making moves. Possibly you may be in a situation you have to make the first move, so just make sure you're being bold with that energy. So I'm getting a lot of confidence, having confidence, so that could be the key to your success. Let's see what else. And taking actions and believing in your communication with Most High and God, so that you can take any actions, right? Make sure you're healing. Make sure you're setting a time for healing. And if you're working on your healing, you're going through healing, just make sure that is most important to you, a time for healing, right? Working through your fears. Working through your fears from now until possibly November. I mean, you always want to work through your fears, but I'm getting the energy maybe, like I said, gaining momentum, good or bad. So just make sure you're working through these fears and remind yourself that, you know, Most High, God is on your side, your spirit team, your guardian angels, luck, just in general for human experience is on your side. All right, so I'm getting that from now until December. Let's see what else. Yeah, have faith in your dreams. Have faith in yourself. Your faith and your commitments are being tested. So commitment and faith, commitment to Most High and God is being tested. All right. So make sure you're having faith in your dreams. Make sure you're having faith in Most High and God, that He has conclusions within reach for you. All right. So this again could apply to going through any tough cycles, going through any indecision, or going through anything that you're just not possibly sure about. So just make sure, you know, self versus self, that, you know, you're not quitting on yourself. Don't give up on yourself is what I'm getting. Continue to serve your best self. Continue to serve Most High. Continue to call on God for, you know, help, so that you can serve your best self. Not allowing any fears to make you think otherwise. Let's see what else. Remind yourself you and your loved ones are safe. So just make sure you're not calling in that energy of either fears, or that you're not safe, all right? That you're not in a situation that, you know, you're calling in any danger, all right? So just make sure you're saying your prayers. You're doing everything as possible to protect yourself, you and your family. You know, mind, body, spirit, work-life balance. I'm getting love, okay? Love. And make sure that you're being mindful of what you need to release, all right? And that could be within mind, body, spirit. That could be within work-life balance. There's always an opportunity to refresh and restart. So what exactly needs to be released? That could be habits, that could be thinking, that could be behaviors, that could be certain people, place, or thing. So always ask yourself, what do you need to release that possibly may not be serving your best self or Most High in God? Make sure you're expecting a powerful change. I'm getting in a powerful change, okay? That could be high vibrational energy when it comes to downloads, upgrades, just a powerful change, all right, for any answers that you may need. So just remind yourself that in divine timing, Most High God, you'll have the answers. If you already don't have any answers, the answers you need are coming. So I'm just getting a lot of reassurance energy, positive energy about a win-win outcome for the forecast, all right? So this is an energy reading, personal development. Remind yourself prosperity lies ahead, all right? And if you're not going through any prosperity times right now, just remind yourself you keep up the hard work and you keep your faith, and your faith is being tested, or your commitments to Most High and God and your best self and possibly your loved ones. Make sure you remind yourself that a win-win opportunity of an outcome is in your forecast, all right? And prosperity will lie ahead in divine timing if you're not already experiencing that now. Let's see what else. You're very close to achieving your goal despite how hard it may be right now. Make sure you're bringing love into situations, right? From now until the beginning of next year. You want to do that all the time, but just make sure you're bringing in a lot of love into yourself, all right? So that you can bring love into any situation that you may be a part of as an individual, right? Do not let pride and ego get in your way, because that goes hand in hand, all right? So bringing love into a situation, wrong or right, okay? Not allowing, doing your best to not allow pride getting in your way when it comes to being possibly aggressive or too bold, or not being humble at certain times. Not in fear or insecurities, or let's see what else. Just being, too prideful, possibly too boastful. Just make sure you're giving those things to God so that you can make a right decision coming from a place of love. And that's what I'm getting. When it comes to any dreams or any, like a dream that you would love to come true, or a plan, make sure you're working on a practical plan, all right? So make sure, I'm getting not wishful thinking, so setting a plan, and time to release any negativity that is preventing that plan. And I'm getting that from now into November. There is some energy circling that as long as you keep doing the work, you're working on your plans that'll keep your mind busy, where your mind is not idolizing anything that is of negativity, right? So make sure you're releasing negativity, because nothing will come of that situation. It is a course off your path. So make sure you're not focusing on anything that is just negative, and make sure you're focusing on believing the impossible, Most High God, what He wants to give you, people, place, or a thing, or the desires of your destiny, your purpose, or your plan, or your heart, all right? So just make sure you're believing in the impossible, and showing yourself the real you, possibly showing others the real you. That could be people, place, or thing, or work-life balance. Just being real within self, being happy within self. Your hard work is paying off, so just make sure you know that your hard work is not in vain. Do not let any old mistakes or regrets or past things that any old learning experience or anything hold you back from that, all right? Nothing is yet set in stone, but just make sure that you're not allowing any mistakes or any learning experience or things that you don't know or regret or anything hold you back, all right? Communication is key. Communication with self, communication with others, so that you can have any issues reach resolutions, right? So new start is coming. Make sure you're stepping out of your comfort zone when it comes to your emotions running high, all right? So remind yourself you're good enough, and make sure that you're surrendering to the divine, all right? You are good enough. You are loved. God loves us. Let's see, Most High. Make sure you're surrendering your emotional health to Most High and God. Any doubts or anything you're just not sure about, or destination or plans, or routes to take, or work to do, or where to get started, how to get started, stuff like that. When it comes to our mental health, all right, and our emotions, our mind, body, and our spirit. All right, let's see, is there anything else? I'm going to end this one, and then I'll check in a few with the next reading. Thank you. My name is Zena. Have a good day. Bye-bye.